It's another day in paradise, aka a really early morning for me.
Woo.
Welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where we put the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, a Say Something Gay, and because it is quite literally 5 a.m. when we're filming, I'm, to nobody's surprise, drinking coffee.
And I'm Eris. I'm having a stroke.
Who are you?
I'm Starlet, and I'm from Surrey, but I'm originally from South Africa. I'm Eris Envy, the punk rock hairy fairy, bringing you the latest dance sensation for vampire babies you find in the wood, the Chanak slide.
I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear anything.
Woo.
And we're a
You
week
fucking
late
bitch.
on Drag Race Philippines.
Woo. Yeah. So just kind of
Y'all,
like, I know I don't have to like validate anything to anyone, but just kind of an
yeah,
explanation. I've been working full time. I've started my new job, and everyone
yeah.
keeps commenting, "Eris, you look very tired." Bitch, I am. I'm exhausted.
Also, I love that people are commenting, Eris, you're so hot. Logan, good job on the research. I'm like, okay, well, my
Logan's hot
self-esteem
too.
took a hit. Sometimes, not currently. Though I did trim my beard. But yeah, and I've been working full-time as well, and like I'm in school. So the Philippines kind of fell by the wayside. And Sam is also an incredibly busy person doing all of the things that she does. So we're back finally to talk about this episode.
I liked this. This was a good ball, in my opinion, and
I
I'm glad it
liked,
was only. I'm glad it was
yeah,
only 2 looks.
yeah. I liked most of this episode, and I'm excited to talk shit about Rahul Laurel.
Oh boy,
Because fuck,
the Twitter content about Rahul Laurel lately.
I'm just gonna say it now, fuck that man. I said it, I'll justify it, and I'll say it again. No. Anyway, we come back into the workroom, and nobody's been eliminated.
No lipstick message. They yelled no lipstick message. Woo.
And everybody's here, and everybody's still doing the things, and all the things.
Things. Ooh, who doesn't love
Ooh,
things?
things. And we come into the workroom the next day, and I love they made a couple different references to. Do you remember that viral video of the teacher like greeting the class, and it's all the kids, and they look like robots?
Yeah.
They're like, "Good morning,
Morning,
teacher.
teacher.
We're so happy to see you today." And I love that they were referencing that, and I caught that immediately without having to research it. Thank goodness. But I thought it was really funny. They make
But you know, you
multiple
do the
references to that.
research.
I do indeed do the research
You
because
do the
the one
research.
time I didn't do the research was
We
bad.
don't talk about the cast assessment.
I didn't bring it up specifically. You're
Oh,
the one that brought it up. Anyway.
I really hope the queens that commented on that video still watch our podcast, but they probably fucking don't.
Probably not. But yeah, so we have Pau walk into the workroom wearing like a basketball jersey situation, I think it was. I don't know. I was confused by this. But for the mini challenge, we're doing a nude photo shoot.
Nude illusion photo shoot.
I'm gonna be real honest, I hated this.
You did?
Yeah, because the photo didn't turn out good.
Well, we can
And
only
guess
ask so
what?
much.
I'm here to show the photo. It didn't turn out good.
Do you know what it's giving? The makeover
no.
challenge from America's Next Top Model and the photo they use when they get eliminated.
Oh yeah, this is giving America's Next Top Model. I want to point out how much Min here looks like Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, Ninda's kind of
I
eating
think it's
everyone
the
up here.
hair and the lack of makeup.
But is she eating everyone up because she did the best, or is she eating everyone else up because Eva's got stubble and the wind in her eyes, and Paula
They
looks like she's
really
about to put her
said,
hand
"Fuck you,
inside Brigiding's
Eva."
cooch? And you know, we're not going to talk about what Venus is doing, but I'm very glad she's got a lot of support from Marina.
Am I doing it?
No.
Am I doing it though? And then I love just Xilhouete, just like.
Oh,
Wait, I have to do all of them now. And Eva's on the ground, just like. Oh, Paula's just like.
Paula's hip gave out, and she's just very sore. You know what I mean?
And then Brigiding's just like, I'm the star.
I am the brightest star.
Anyway, Min wins. I think that was justified in my personal opinion. And she gets a 15-second head start on our maxi challenge, which is the ball.
Cool. Now, do we remember the last sewing challenge when someone got a
Yes.
head start?
She went home.
Rest in peace, Corazon.
She chose that chicken wire, and she chose to do all of that with that chicken wire.
Where are the flowers? Here. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I fucking love Mama Pao now, I'm not gonna lie.
I like Paolo in the workroom. I don't think I necessarily like Mama Pao, the host, because I feel like she's trying just a little too much, and it comes off slightly disingenuous. But that's just me personally. But I like Paolo as a person. I think he's a great host. It's just he seems kind of disinterested at times, and it doesn't make me want to interact with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, so we have the Shop Ladies Ball. Thankfully, it's only 2 looks. That made me very happy. So we have to do Shopulence, She Buys Everything, as well as the Divi Divas Unconventional Materials Challenge, made out of items from Divisoria.
Divisoria. Which is apparently
Divalicious
very...
Divisoria.
Oh, fuck's sake. Divalicious Divisoria. Which is apparently like... Is it like a department store?
It seems, from what I understand, it's like a department store, discount store, potentially situation.
I'm gonna Google
Like,
it
I
really
think
quickly.
of it as like especially in the Western US, we have just like giant 99-cent stores that are like giant buildings, but not everything's 99 cents. And that's the vibe that I get from it. And if anybody
it's like
else, yeah.
Yeah, it is like a general store from what I'm seeing, or like a shopping center.
Yeah.
Well, I love that.
Something like a Walmart, it feels like a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe that I get, a little bit of that. But
that's fair.
Yeah. I do love the only part of the actual making of the stuff that I want to discuss is Jiggly coming into the workroom finally. It's been 7 goddamn episodes, and Ate Jiggly is finally in the workroom. And she looks great as always. And I love that of all the challenges they could have brought her in on to be in the workroom, they choose a design challenge.
They didn't bring her in for any of the acting challenges, despite the fact that she is
done an acting challenge. That's the gag of the season, Eris. They haven't done an acting challenge.
I mean, the pageant is kind of the closest thing we've had, yeah.
I was going to say Snatch Game, or technically, I guess, Miss Shutaka. But I would consider Shutaka more of an improv challenge. They branded it as both, but I see it more like we haven't had a scripted acting challenge this season. And spoiler,
we'll get one.
I've watched. No, we're not.
We're not?
No. No, because I've watched through episode 8 and I saw the preview for episode 9. So we're not getting a scripted acting challenge.
Well, Mary.
I know. But I do love Jiggly walking around, giving good critique, as good of critique as she can, given the fact that she was eliminated on a design challenge twice. But yeah, I mean, do you want to just dive into the looks?
Let's do it, bitch.
I don't have anything else to talk about with the episode, so party.
Shopulence.
She buys
Everything.
everything. I love the simultaneous Paris is Burning and also Mercedes Amon Diamond reference.
You own everything. It's all yours.
Yes. We'll start with Marina Summers.
My cup is full.
Oh, overflowing.
Bitch, she looks
turn.
hot. This was so fucking good.
I love the Chinese influence. I am someone that studies Chinese culture just because I have an appreciation for it. And so I love seeing other Asian cultures being represented in Drag Race. No, I almost said Thailand. Drag Race Philippines.
Philippines.
I love this. I love the length. I love the slits. She just looks so fucking expensive. Like I love this. Oh, is that all you had?
Yeah, I said it. I fucking love it. I love the color of it. Like this red looks gorgeous on Marina. She looks tiny here. Like she looks so small. She's just a small petite woman, and I love the way she played this character as like this rich Chinese Filipino woman.
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Minty Fresh.
This is a 90 for me. I love everything apart from the purple of the gown.
Oh, see, I love everything except for the leopard.
No, see, I love the leopard. The leopard is con, and I love that it carries onto the hair.
I like the leopard and I like the purple, but I don't like them together.
I think she should have gone.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the actual dress was red.
Or gold.
Or gold. Just something so it matches with this like leopard print, because the purple is like very opposite the color wheel to yellow ish, which is kind of what leopard print is.
Yeah. I don't love the leopard print wig either, I'm gonna be honest. It's a little much for me. I don't love printed wigs though. Like that's not something that I personally enjoy. I think the aspects of this are good and she looks rich, so I'm gonna give Min an 85.
It's a 90 for me.
Brigiding.
Oh, I love this. Okay, can I just say this? I think it might be the hair. And don't shoot me if you don't agree. Do you think this hair gives a little bit of Auntie Chan?
Absolutely, 100%. No doubt in my mind. Both wigs she wore in this episode gave me Auntie Chan. And I think that's just because that's the reference I have to go off of. No, I love this wig. I'm not obsessed with the look, if I'm being honest. I think she looks fine. I think she looks good. But I'm not overly obsessed with this in the way that I am with some of these other runways.
That's valid, and you should say that.
Yeah. But I do love the wig. So I'm gonna, if I gave Min an 85, I'm gonna give Brigiding an 85 as well.
I'm gonna give this an 85.
Eva Le Queen.
I love this.
I love this too. I love the story behind this. I thought it was an interesting take on the category, doing this sort of like resort situation. Yeah, I think she looks really good. Is it a little basic? Yeah, I do like the big hat. I am a fan of big hats. Yeah, I think she looks expensive.
Yeah, I think she looks like a very like rich woman.
Yeah,
just going down to the market, paying with a check. I think she looks really beautiful
running to Trader Joe's to get some avocados. Well,
it's an avocado.
Thanks. That's my favorite vine of all time. I'm also gonna give Eva an 85.
I'm also gonna give Eva an 85.
Like this category specifically was strong. So, oh, bitch, silhouette, bitch. The color, the wig, the fake fur, the cane. They keep saying it, and I couldn't agree more. Xilhouete is just so effortlessly glamorous and high fashion. Like, she just doesn't do a whole lot, but every choice that she makes is so expensive.
She's smart. She's been around long enough to like know what looks good on her and how
Yeah.
to be classy and elegant.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna be real honest. At this point, I would not be surprised if Xilhouete won the season.
I agree, and I think
I
it's
think
been
we're
interesting.
gearing
She's
towards
had such a
that.
good upwards trajectory.
Yeah.
And I think,
I
and at the beginning of the season, I was confident. I was like, "Oh, they're just going to give this to Paula. Like, Paula is going to steamroll this."
yeah.
I don't know anymore.
I
Everything
don't
has changed. This
either.
episode changed everything.
I completely agree. I relate her trajectory on Drag Race to the similar trajectory that Raven had.
Mm.
Because it's been a while since we've seen someone who struggled, or I guess a more modern example would be maybe someone like Swada Muse or Crystal Method, but we don't always see these like trajectories where in the beginning you're not succeeding as much, and then you just have such a like major upward trajectory towards the middle and end of the competition. But yeah, no, with that said, my cup is overflowing. Xilhouete looks fucking perfect.
My cup is overflowing.
Would not change a single thing.
No.
Venus doing I believe it's Love Extravaganza, which is this is a parody of a parody, because she is specifically doing a parody of Paulo's parody of this woman.
God bless. It's an outfit.
She's wearing an adequate dress made of materials that are on her body.
Yeah, that's how it kind of feels. I think if I got this reference and I appreciated it more, I could probably grade this high. But I've only really got the picture we saw,
Yeah.
and the actual visual appearance of this to go off of.
Yeah.
I think if I just was going off just the appearance, I would give this a 55. But no, this is like a reference to a beloved thing that Paolo did. I'm gonna give it a 70. I'm gonna bump up to 70
So
because I feel like that's fair.
yeah, I watched part of the video that this is a parody of a parody of, and like I understand it a little bit more. I'm also going to give her a 70 because the dress looks good. I don't like it for this category. I feel like she just didn't bring anything for this category and said, "Oh shit, I'm just going to do this, and hopefully me doing something that Pow did will excuse it." So, but she looks good, so I'm going to give her a 70.
Yeah, 70.
Precious Paula Nicole. There are aspects of this I really like.
Okay.
I love the wig. I love the color palette. I love mixing orange and blue. That's one of my personal favorite things.
Exactly. Orange and blue is like my signature color set in drag.
Literally, I was gonna say, like, that's your signature too.
Because every year on the anniversary of Eris Envy's birthday, I do a orange and blue look. I had to think of the word for blue then. That's how fucking smart I
Good.
am today.
It's a Sunday. It's technically early for both of us, so
It's
it's
a
fine.
day of rest, but not for me. Oh,
But not for me. I wish the trench coat dress was longer.
T.
It's such an awkward length.
Here's my thing. I would wear this in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
So I can't sit here and say I dislike it. Because I really would. I really like this. Would I perform It's Raining Men in this? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to need you to reveal into a... no, we need to do a mix of It's Raining Men and Toxic, and I need a Toxic rain bodysuit underneath this coat. That's what I need from you.
And a wig reveal.
Oh, absolutely. Multiple wig reveals. Yeah,
Several
I think this is fine. I think there were just other looks on this specific category that were better. But all things considered, I'm going to give Paula a 75.
I'm also going to give Paula 75. Look at us agreeing today.
Is it the time that we're recording? I can't tell.
Divi Divas.
Divi Divas. The looks they had to make, unconventional materials. Yes, God. Marina Summers.
Gay Fear.
This is cute.
I love this. This could have won for... Wait, did she win? No, she didn't. This could have won for me.
I'm of a few minds about... We'll talk about the win. I think this is a very good look. However, I think the judges and Paolo specifically, had a very specific idea of the kind of dress they wanted to win this challenge, and that was not Marina.
Yeah.
Like, based on the critiques and the way that Paolo said things in the episode, Marina was third in his mind. And I think that's fine. I think this is eerily similar to the things that she's made prior. And she has a silhouette and she knows what looks good on her. So I'm not mad at that per se. But this does harken back to me to her Saga Amazon look.
Yeah, just a little.
And I think
God, that was a lifetime away.
I know. It's literally like 2 months ago. This also might be the same wig she wore that episode. I feel like I've seen this wig before.
But hey, if it's a nice wig.
And it is a nice wig, so I'm not mad. This feels... Oh, no, this is her promo wig.
Oh, I think.
Yeah. I was like, I've seen it before. I just can't place it. With all that being said, I think she looks great. I'm going to give Marina a 90.
My cup's full.
Sure. This is the kind of outfit I think Pow and the judges were wanting to win in this challenge.
Yeah, and I can see that. This is, once again, something I would wear because it's patchwork, it's degonked and stuck back together.
Oh, it's fierce as fuck.
And I love the wig. That burp tasted like tomato soup. My God, I'm disgusting.
No? Okay.
But
this wig, everything.
I've been trying to find a wig like this. I actually, not to bitch, but to bitch. 1 second. I asked a queen who had a wig like this, oh, where did you get yours from? And she replied, Amazon.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, could you send me a link for a specific one? And she was like, yeah, if you search Glam Rock 80s wig, it'll come up.
And I'm going to take it didn't come up.
Just a lot of party costume wigs came up, and I'm assuming it probably was a costume wig because that queen does in fact look poor. But I just think if you're going to speak to other drag queens, be fucking nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
if you're new to the industry.
That part. I love the way Min made this look. Like, my cup is overflowing. I literally can't say anything bad about this. This is spectacular.
She looks wonderful. My cup is full. I think this might just be a me thing, but I would have loved to see this with like knee-high boots, like the pleasers, so they have the same same as what's going on with the arms.
Yes, I think with the way this dress is cut, it would have cut her off and she'd look short. And so that's why I appreciate the choice of a white pump. But then having the gloves, I think the gloves give what I wanted with that. I do understand what you're saying though, but I think it would have cut off her proportions, and then there would have been like boot mixed with like the side train, and I don't think I would have liked that personally.
Well, you hear what you want to hear.
Well, what you're gonna do isn't what you want. I always get it wrong. What you want to do isn't necessarily what you're gonna do.
Miss Mimi, I'm first.
Brigiding, ding, ding.
This is what Ketamines ball look, thought it was. Am I wrong?
Who else did a ball look recently? We talked about it. And we mentioned ketamine.
Was it anyone on UK? I don't think it was.
I thought it was Down Under.
Oh.
Was it Hanaconda? I don't remember.
Was it? Ah.
If you remember, let us know in the comments. But I think this is perfectly fine. I think it looks like unconventional materials, which is not something I'm personally mad at. I like the wrist detail, not the wrist, the waist detail with this little like peplum-ish situation. I think Brig looks perfectly fine.
Brigiding. I'm gonna give this an 85. I love the colors, I love the vibrancy, and I think Brigiding's makeup looks really good here. I really love these shoes.
I love the shoe. It's giving me
shoe.
70s. The shoes. In a positive way this time. No, it's giving me like 70s, which like the hair is also kind of giving me 70s, and then the silhouette is also kind of giving me 70s. And I don't know if that's what she was going for, but I'm in support of it. I'm also gonna give her an 85. I thought it was a good week for Brigiding. I honestly think Brigiding could have been in the top.
Could have. I think they could have just kept her on stage and said nice things to her.
I completely agree.
Instead of sending her to Untucked to give her Shakespearean monologue.
And then they literally sent someone to Untucked twice in a row. One person, twice in a row. Last week it was Paula, this week it's Brig. But I thought this was a good week for Brigiding.
Brigiding.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay.
So before I discuss Eva, fuck Rahul Larao. Fuck that man. Fuck what you said to Eva, because that's disgraceful. And as someone who doesn't do drag, that's disgraceful, that's hurtful, and that's just straight up bitchy.
Yeah, because my thing was, Raho said later, oh, I was giving her constructive criticism. Being like, that's ugly and that's trash isn't constructive criticism. Now, I will take it with a grain of salt because I'm very aware, and our commenters make us very aware, that the Filipino people have a very thick skin and are very tough and can handle this. But I still don't think the way that Raho spoke to Eva was very fair, or I don't think it was very becoming of him. I think he could have said, hey, I think, it was kind of a bad idea to glue this to a corset and it doesn't look great, in the way Michelle Visage does. And then when Eva is off stage is when you say things like that. Because when we watch like Drag Race, Michelle will say something about a queen like, oh, this outfit is kind of a bit of a mess, da-da-da. And then once the queens are backstage and it's deliberation, Michelle will be like, that was the ugliest fucking dress I've ever seen. Yeah. But that doesn't hurt the queen's feelings because they're watching it a year later when that dress is probably in the bin somewhere.
Exactly. The thing that upset me is, like, I do understand that from what we understand, the Filipino people have a thicker skin. But skipping to Untucked really quick, Eva has a full breakdown and literally calls herself trash multiple times because of what Raho said.
Yeah.
That's where it crosses the line. Fuck that man. I will never have respect for him ever again. With that being said, Eva, love you, darling. This is shit.
I don't even think it's that fucking bad.
It's not that bad, but it's bad.
I think I can give
this
like a 60.
This is better than what Lala remade. I will say that.
This is still a 60 to me. I think the issue is the spray paint went crunchy, which I think people need to learn. This is spray paint hardens and it dries. And it's not just like, it's not like fabric paint, where fabric paint is made to still move and flex with the fabric. Spray paint is hard and it's tactile.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm using the word tactile right. It's hard and it's tacky, and once it's hard, it's stiff and it stays that way. I know because I've spray painted boots before, and those boots are now chipped to fuck. I also think the weaving was such a clever idea, it just didn't play out well. I think if she just had... Honestly, if she got rid of the corset she made and just put a gold corset on, this would have been a lovely look. Yeah. But unfortunately, the corset is the thing she made.
Yeah.
55.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with that. I think, like, mug, fabulous. Hair, great. Boots, lovely. Outfit, trash. But we love you, Eva. You are not trash.
Just the corset.
Just the corset, honey.
Bitch.
Silhouette. Bitch.
Panther on the runway, despite the fact that this is a cheater.
Fucking hair. I want to discuss at length this hair. Because I love it.
It's Raquel Welch moved to Miami. No, she moved to LA.
No, she moved to Manila.
She moved to Manila, grew her hair out, became a bimbo, and started drinking. And then she hung out with Anna Nicole Smith, and Anna Nicole Smith was like,
Maserati. I can't.
Yes, I love this dress.
Yeah, I think it's really well constructed. You can tell that it's still like unconventional material, but she did it in such a smart way. I love the slit. I love the length of the dress. Something about a dress that's just below the knee does something for me. I don't know what it is specifically, but she looks so fucking expensive. And this is literally made out of trash. Like, my cup is full.
My cup's full.
Oh boy.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? This bitch
Vinas
Deluxe. A tale as old as time. A queen gets on Drag Race and her uncle goes clique.
Yeah, we didn't even really talk about the ankle of it all. So, in the rush to get materials after Minty got her 15-second head start, Venus like trips over the basket, and we now know sustained an injury.
She broke a metatarsal, I believe.
I think so, yeah. Which kind of explains everything else that happens in the episode. We'll talk about Untucked because I still don't think her behavior was great, but it kind of explains what happens. And it's is she the first person to win a design challenge and then go home on another design challenge?
No, Ben de la Creme.
Oh, you're so right.
I can't believe I got that. That was fast.
I'm proud of you for that. Because I didn't even think, I hadn't had time to process anything, but yeah, you're right. I honestly, all I wish is if she had taken the like streamers off the bottom. That's honestly all I would really change, because otherwise it's a pretty decent garment.
She looks like she's in pain.
She definitely looked like she was in pain. And I'm going to be real.
A little just May in the face.
A little. I'm going to be real honest. I don't think Venus should have been in the bottom.
I feel... I'm wondering, did they put her in the bottom with the intent of sending her home so they wouldn't have to disqualify her in a later episode?
Probably. Medical and production had to be aware of what was happening.
Because she'd got an X-ray.
Yeah. So that... I think it was easy to justify and swing the critiques to put her in the bottom.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't think I would have, but we can talk about that once we go through all the looks. I'm gonna give Venus a 60.
I'm gonna give her a 50.
Valid. Paula really fucked this up. Like, the more that I look at this look, the more I'm just like,
why does she look like Simala in that superheroes challenge from Drag Race Thailand?
I'm so happy that I finally have someone who also understands Drag Race Thailand references. Like, yes, I completely agree with you. But I'm gonna pull an Eris Envy and just...
Oh no.
Yeah.
Are we pleading the Pomora 5th?
Oh no, I have a score for her, don't worry. This is bad. This is bad. This is the worst look on the runway.
This is the worst Paula's look as well. Bad. Which is sad because I love Paula.
This might be the worst look of the season.
Lala Ria,
Like,
stay.
is this? And she referenced Lala Ree. That's the part that got. And I don't really understand why they were so harsh on her for referencing Lala Ree.
I don't know.
I don't either. I was very confused by that. But is this worse than Corazone's chicken wire? I think so.
Yeah, because at least Corazon had that nice dress underneath, even if she didn't sew the dress.
At least she put in effort. Whereas Paula put in probably more effort making the Lala Ree thing than actually making this garment. Oh.
I just want to say Lala's impact.
I know. I'm really sad to do this, but yeah, Paula, you're going to get 12. And that's for the wig alone.
I'm going to give her a 25.
That's generous.
Anyway, stream Bad Bitch Tip by Lala Ree.
Period. Okay, let's touch on Untucked really quick before we... Because a lot happens, but like it's kind of a whole lot of nothing. So Brigiding is humbled to be safe. She's taking this as a learning experience. Cool. Paula and Eva at different points in the Untucked get their family message. Cool. I think everyone's gotten their family message at this point.
Yeah.
That's left, I think. All the queens come back. Eva has a full breakdown with Paula and Marina over Rajo's comments. Again, fuck Rajo Laurel. I don't care if he's apologized. Also, I'm going to make that very clear. I don't care if he's apologized publicly. I don't care if he's apologized to Eva. I don't know if he has. I don't really give a fuck. Fuck Rajo Laurel. Venus, clearly something's happening. And it might be that she was drunk. Or a little too drunk.
You're not supposed to drink when you're on pain meds, so I'm wondering if she was on pain meds and drinking.
I think she might have been, because she has this sort of like, she's like, oh, I'm good. I don't need to like prepare. So instead, Marina, what's your relationship like with Xilhouete now? And I'm like, girl, what? And Marina, again, mind you, this was brought up like week 1 and week 2. We have not heard anything about it, and they are seemingly at a decent place. And Marina says that. She's like, I don't think this needs to be a national issue. I think this needs to be a personal issue. And I completely agree.
Yeah.
We got the drama that we needed out of that in episodes 1 and 2. I didn't need it again in this episode. But then later on, well, the part that pisses me off here is like, Venus asks Marina, and then Marina fully is like giving Venus an explanation. Venus, halfway through Marina's explanation, literally turns away from the conversation and starts talking to Paula. And then Marina looks back, because Marina's on the couch, and Venus is like standing behind her. So Marina's saying this, facing Xilhouete, who's on like the opposite couch. She turns around, realizes Venus has not been listening to her, and she's just like, fucking bitch, which is completely warranted. And then Venus is like, what? And then they have a whole thing about like being in the bottom, however many times being in the bottom. And Venus was like, well, I was in the top 3 weeks in a row. What about that? And Marina was like, 6 times in the top.
Oh.
It gave very Shells on LaRue and Miss Fiercelicious.
25,000 followers.
470. Yeah, Venus, and Paula even says, like, this is not the Venus that I know. So I don't know what's happening. And then right before they go back to the runway, Paula has a little breakdown moment because they also ask who should go home. It's pretty evenly split between Eva and Venus. And Paula obviously said Eva because she can't say Venus because Venus is her divine diva sister. So Paula has like a breakdown moment where she's like sobbing to Eva, just like, I'm so sorry I had to say your name. And Eva's like, it's good. It's the competition. Like, I get it. And I just want to reiterate once again, I love Eva. I really
Classy.
do. I really do. Also, I fucked up putting who was in the bottom on the banner, so I'm glad I realized that and changed it. But so we go back to the main stage. We find out that the winner of this week's challenge is Minty Fresh. Good for you, Gail. I think if we're factoring in both looks, I think I would have given it to Xilhouete.
Same, but maybe that's just because I'm a Xilhouete stan.
I love Minty too. Like, I really, really like Min. I think for me, I preferred. I preferred Min's design look to Xilhouete, but I preferred Xilhouette's Shopulence look to Min. I don't know. I'm gonna say Xilhouete because I already said it, and I'm gonna justify it, but that's where I'm at. So we have Xilhouette and Marina in the top with Min. Brigiding is safe. We have a bottom three of Paula, Eva, and Vinas. And I had to change my banner because I wrote the bottom two was Vinas and Brigiding.
Oh.
It was not Vinas and Brigiding. It was Vinas and Eva. I think it should have been Eva and Paula.
Yeah.
If I'm not factoring in my own bias towards Eva, I would have put Eva and Paula in the bottom. So
the lip sync is
another RuPaul song?
Listen, as long as they use the good RuPaul songs, I'm happy.
And they have. But this is like the 7th lip sync we've had to Born Naked. I'm like, there are other RuPaul songs. And I love Born Naked as a song. Don't get me wrong. I think Born Naked is a great RuPaul song. It's one of the best. I don't know if I need to see Born Naked as a lip sync again. I think we can retire this song officially.
I will say, Venus really parked and barked for this song. Eva mopped the floor with her. She grabbed that bitch by her lace front and just scrubbed her face across the floor with how she swept.
And then did a cartwheel into wig reveal. And I have to say, those are like my favorite. I love a cartwheel into a wig reveal because I can't do a cartwheel. I'm literally Mo Hart doing a cartwheel. Like, I can't do a cartwheel. So whenever someone can and does a wig reveal, it's one of my favorite things in the world. So
the shoes.
Yeah, this was a very one-sided lip sync, and I think we lose Venus. I've known for a minute that Venus goes 7th, and I was kind of confused as to how that happens. And now seeing the episode, I understand why it happened. So
it's sad because Venus was originally like someone I really thought could have won the whole thing. I could tell the producers loved her.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the viewers do too. Like, the Twitter reaction to her elimination says a lot. It's very sad, but I feel like it was fair. I do feel like Eva.
It was her time to go. Yeah. Well, that's that. Episode 8 is the Makeover Challenge, and I've already watched it. Spoiler, it's a pretty good episode. I'm excited to talk about it.
And I will watch it when I'm not sleep deprived.
Woo! And we'll talk about it when I'm also not sleep deprived. So with that, thank you for joining us.
I'll put a shirt on for that time.
Yeah, I don't think you will. But anyway, thank you for joining us. We'll be back to finally catch up on Philippines here shortly. Bye.
Bye. Papa Fate, I'm beautiful. Papa
Fate, incredible. Papa Fate, you're a superstar. I'm the bright queen. You can see it from afar.